Hi, today we will see the story behind the Monterey Jack, the So let us start with the story so far. Monterey has been a good founds is preserved. Recently, he followed a lead and an old statue to Arkham. However, when he arrived, the man he came to buy the statue from was locked up in the asylum. Monterey was just about to give up and go home in disgust when a robber figure pushed past him. For just an instant, there was a flash of a silver pendant with a symbol on it that Monterey would never forget. That symbol had been carved into his murdered father's forehead and had haunted his dreams for years. Chasing the mysterious figure, he turned the corner only to discover that he had lost his quarry. However, Monterey knows that somewhere in Arkham may lie the answer to the mystery of his father's murder, and he's not leaving until he finds it. Now, the personal story. Your father was no stranger to Arkham. Let me show you some photos. Montoya thumbed through the black and white images. In the background he could see several available artifacts that he didn't recognize. These things, why aren't they in museum? My father would have insisted. The elderly gentleman simply stared back and Montoya sadly. The time for discussion was over. It was time for action. And if he fails his story, we read Lost to the Ages. Monterey Jack finally had his answer. His father had been killed for collecting antiquities to be used against the powers of darkness, but where this collection was now, no one could say. And if he have success with his personal story, we read nothing stays hidden. There was no doubt the lifeless thing on the ground had been responsible for his father's death, and the things around the room were unmistakably his father's most prized possessions, long thought lost. And that's all regarding the Monterey Jack. Thank you for listening.